In 1963, on the corner of 4th and Belmont in Grand Forks, something extraordinary took place, a worship service. One might ask the question, what's so special about this? It was the first worship service of Faith Evangelical Free Church. 5 families came together with a vision for an accurate Bible preaching, teaching church for our community. And they had a desire for fellowship with like-minded believers. The faith of these 5 families and their trust in God to help them succeed is cause for us to have great joy in celebrating 60 years of ministry at Faith Free. I'd like to introduce you to 2 charter members who were at that first worship service 60 years ago and are still attending Faith Free today. My mother-in-law, Adeline Gibbs, and her friend of many, many years, Jan Nordenstrom. When you 2 girls think back to the beginning of that endeavor, what thoughts or memories come to your mind? Adeline, I know you and Jim had just moved to Grand Forks and you were starting to build a business. Jan, what were you and Lloyd doing at that time?
Lloyd was working for Fred. He had a plastering and drywall company, and he worked for Fred.
So you had your own business going also?
Well, it was not really our business because he was employed by Fred. Yeah.
Okay. And you girls were kind of young. How many children did you have, Jan, at this time?
2, I believe.
Okay, and Adeline?
2.
2 boys?
That's all she had.
That's right. So when I think about that time and only having 5 families that ended up being charter members, did you worry about money? Did you receive help financially? Adeline, do you remember worrying about money?
Yes, I was worried about money, but I don't think we received any money from there. We received help, but not money.
To fill the pulpit, that was my next question. You didn't have a pastor yet, so who came and filled the pulpit each Sunday and brought you the word?
Sodergren from headquarters. Did anyone else come?
Yeah, we did.
Herb Kirk.
Herb Kirk, and then Mel's father from Fargo, Mel Nelson. Pastor Nelson.
Dan Nelson.
Mm-hmm.
And he was, wonderful. These men were very good men.
Just practical questions come to my mind. Who cleaned the church?
We did.
Did you have a schedule? And
generally on Saturday when it was our turn, we did it.
So each family took turns?
Yes.
So it was a family affair?
It was a family affair for our family.
Who sang? Special music?
Lloyd did, of course. Everybody wanted Lloyd.
Lloyd had a good voice.
Yeah.
So who played the piano? All these things that make a worship service come together, and there's just so few people.
I believe it was Marion Olson, wasn't it?
Right.
She played the piano, and then she did something else that was pretty special for you people in the beginning. Can you tell me what that was?
She named the church.
Oh, that's right. She picked the name.
Yeah.
Faith.
Mm-hmm.
Something else that probably comes not only to my mind, but to other people. How did you get the word out to the community about your new church?
I don't remember if we did any advertising or anything, or if we just, by word of mouth, inviting friends.
Yeah, well, I feel that our business helped us a lot to meet people in Grand Forks and to end up with really good friends because we were either at church or at our business. So it had to be one of the 2 places.
Yes.
Adeline, who's another special family that attends faith today?
Those early years, it was Grant Jensen's family, and they still are, of course, are our friends.
And I think at that time, some people attending were not quite that sure about signing their name on the dotted line of being a charter member and making that commitment. When that happened and there ended up being only 5 families, were you disappointed or were you discouraged?
I really don't think we were that discouraged, because we figured if it was meant to be, it would go.
I think that's true. What Jan says is then we had more faith then that we were doing the right thing and that we were here in Grand Forks. We had confidence that the Lord had placed us here.
It's an incredible story when you think about it, but then we have an incredible God, don't we? Right. And He came through for you as you served Him. Are you amazed in a way, not to limit God, but when you look around our church today and you see many, many people and young families again, just
Sometimes amazed that there's that many people that have accepted the Lord and are coming into worship.
It's a good feeling to realize that we have been a part of it, and that the Lord we definitely know that He placed us here for this reason.
Well, I would like to thank you, Adeline and Jan, on behalf of everyone who has been a part of Faith Free over the years, and all of us today who worship together. Thank you for your trust in God's leading and for the mindset that you had of courage and faith, true faith that can only come from the help of the Holy Spirit. Thank you for your huge step of faith, and we love you.
And we love you too.
Thank you, Arlo.